So a query has come in asking, are all my photographs from my garden or have I been away? So let's start a wee tour of the front garden anyway. So there's my bee houses. On the windowsill, which I'll come to in a moment, are some succulents. Some troughs that you can't see. Swift nest boxes drying in the sunshine. And let's go along here. So here is my huge Daphne bolea. The rose, Stanwell perpetual, absolutely amazing. I think everybody needs to grow this rose. This scent alone, just of like Turkish Delight, absolutely amazing. It's huge. Every year I say I'm going to cut it back and I don't, but look at the flowers on it. A tree that I killed because it was casting too much shade. And then as we just go around the corner, Euonymus compactus, which has to be cut back again. And then, look at this. This is my front garden. The rose in the background, cow parsley, alliums, silene, cornflower, which we'll come to. Over there's a jungle of Lonicera purpureae. Ribes, white icicle. Can't really see it, but a big lump of tufa with the alpines that have to go into it, but it's far too dry. So let's have a look at this mess. So what you can't see along the edge of the path, there's actually pots with annuals and perennials in it. I think the sun's on the wrong side of us this morning for this video, but anyway. Cornflowers, a fabulous buttercup called Ranunculus languinosa. Coming around the back of the rose just now. Look at that for silene. They're absolutely stunning. A little water feature, watering some violas just now. Just a small collection of succulents. That's me in pink. They've been out since April. Excuse the noisy neighbours, they're forever fighting and crying. Troughs, fantastic Daphne. The crevice bed, which you can't actually see, is covered in other plants just now. Masses of geranium femme. Everybody needs geranium femme for early spring colour. So back round this way, more troughs, which you can't actually see. Probably the best summer bedding plant you can actually buy. Look at that for flowers. Senecio. A trough that's going to be redone. That's one of my own seedling dianthus called Bialtine, or whatever it's called. More troughs, you can't actually see them now because of plants. A giant Lonicera purpureae. I wish I knew what I could do with it. Coming back onto this side of the garden again. This bed here is going to be redone. It's overrun with creeping buttercups. The cow parsley's coming out, as is everything else. Splash of yellow, no use for bees. It's got double flowers. All the pots along there, all the pots along here, which you can't actually see, are full of roscoias. So back out. This is where I used to have a Leylandi hedge. You can hear my swifts in the background. Just a long bed. This is my shady bed. Peonies and chrysanthemums, snowdrops, colchicums, all underneath the shade of this magnificent birch tree. It needs a good peel. Peony Lepretum, just going over. More Geranium Femme. Forgot the name of this beauty. Everybody needs this in their garden. I just can't remember the name just off the top of my head. Just coming around the outside. Can you see the fantastic fruits of Lonicera pupusii? Back round here, another shady bed overrun just now with Lamium Orvale, which will be cut back as soon as the flowers are over. Again, the sun's in the way. Rosa, Keith, Mon, lovely peachy single flowers, highly scented. Some Bucas nigra there, reaching up to the sky. Welsh poppies. And then another shady bed here where the aviary used to be. I'm just going to pause that to get round there. So it's a jungle in here. Everywhere there are snowdrops. Snowdrops in pots all the way along here. Look at this. A couple of months ago this was nothing but snowdrops. Now all the woodlandy plants are up. Sorbus cashmeriana, more Lamium, a weeping cherry. It's one of my favourite beds actually. More holding areas in here, some snowdrops and my anemone Apennines, all going dormant now. And on to another bed. Look at the poppies, roses, masses of snowdrops as ever. Perennial honesty. Again, just like the rest. This was just snowdrops a couple of months ago. In the greenhouse, it's actually a mess just now. Since the glass was broken, I've kind of lost interest. But there are cactus, Pelargonium iocastrum, absolutely amazing. Carnivorous plants. Bit of a disaster for crocus. More carnivorous plants. I'm getting rid of them, but I'm actually still buying some more. That beauty. Pinguicula. Catches its own food. Drosera. Back out here, another shady bed underneath my magnolia, full of shade-loving perennials. This, which you can't actually see for the amount of growth on it, is my raised bulb plunge, full of sand, colchicums, snowdrops, narcissus, just you name it, it's in there. Out round here to the back garden now. Shady troughs, just bought primulas from Peninsula Man for them. Part of my giant collection of ferns. Over here, more troughs, which you can't see because of the growth. Fake herbaceous border, which is about a dozen tree pots. Filled with perennials, and at this time of year you can't see the pots. Swinging around. There's more troughs over this right hand side, which you can't see because of all the growth. Another bed where the line used to be, full of perennials. Again, Silene. Everybody has to grow Silene. Weeping cherry. And a giant of a rose, which I'll finish, which came by itself. No idea what it is. Amazing flowers. It's covered in buds just now. The buds open creamy yellow and fade very quickly to white. A lovely scent on them, and it'll be alive with bumblebees. And that's it. That's a quick view around the garden.